no, man. Y'all done up and done it. Oh, no, hell no, boy. Y'all done up and done it. Oh, no, hell no, man. Y'all done up and done it. Y'all done up and done it, man. Y'all done up and done it. My first song was like 48 bars with no hook. You hear me flipping through my pages out my favorite notebook. The microphone was in the closet. No headphones, we lost. We didn't care to get some water. Roaches hanging over the faucet. No AC. There's a break of sweat. Just trying to make beef. He done was been the hustler. Flirting with all his customers and flat broke. Happy smoking black shot on the backbone. I'm thinking I got everything the country boy can ask for. Now what we do to get here? Say that, boy. Lay it down and bring it to you raw. Say that, boy. Hey, now we heard some. Suffer for more. Change what we work for. Hated for the cussing, but the hatred has made us cuss more. Held on, it was hard. Stepped up, took charge. Ran through what we scared of. What was we afraid for? Look at what we made of. Hard times that made us. Being here is alright, but must believe we won't fall. The big fat wheels on the side. The dirty cow wheels on the ride. And hell no, man, y'all do nothing big. Hell no, y'all do nothing dirty. Hell no, man, y'all do nothing dirty. Y'all do nothing dirty, man, y'all do nothing dirty.
I ain't gonna be home wild, 50 from that rooter to that shooter foul. Hell no, them country ball, they hit it down about 6 miles. Get Tookie Mood, them pin folk. Twankies with them hundred smoke. Skellet on that front post. Plus you know they got dope. 79, keep the bill. Heard a cow, had a grill. Interstate 65, headed down that cash field. Glass field to the tippy top. Backseat bin, spent my last cent on the rent. Never pocket lint, a damn shame. Gotta grind, anything and everything. Jimmy crack, cross the county line with Mary Jane. Long time a gravel road to Captain Fame and sold my soul to hell and back forth with same jeans and nappy pro.
I bought the Holland, like my Marley. The parties and shorties swallow like they swallow Bacardi. Some for the skin, probably got it like it. Understand, you're bound to lose your life. Damn.
The big fat wheels on the side. The dirty cow wheels on the ride. And them country boys, hell no, man. Y'all do nothing big. Hell no, y'all do nothing dirty. Hell no, man. Y'all do nothing dirty. Y'all do nothing dirty, man. Y'all do nothing dirty. Them country boys with them big fat wheels. These are dirty cow wheels. And them country boys with them big fat wheels. These are dirty cow wheels. And them country boys on the ride. With them big fat wheels on the side. These are dirty cow wheels on the ride. And them country boys with them big fat wheels. These are dirty cow wheels. And
What's going on, y'all? Hey, what's going on? It is your girl, your friend, your cousin, your sister. This is Libra Butterfly, aka the Empress. Hey, y'all, it's Monday. It's Memory Monday, okay? What's going on? Let me see who's in the chat. What's going on, Bother Mimi? Hey, love. Hey, real mamas, real problems. And, of course, my 300. The baddest snapper there is out there. Come on, get into it. Hey, y'all, I was in here. I had scheduled something for earlier, but then I've been in here trying to get my daggone office/media room together. Melissa! Hi, Love Muffin. How are you, Melissa? Thanks for coming over, love. So I was in here and I was straightening up my office and throwing away stuff and boxing up stuff. Oh, just in the middle of everything. I was like, let me stop. And let me just say hi to my people and just get in here and just see what's going on this wonderful Monday. I'm so tired from yesterday, y'all. And if you have not, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Trying to get to my 1,000 so I can get my community wall. You feel me? So, okay. But I am so tired from yesterday, y'all. I really am. We grilled yesterday, and then me and my husband we decided to play some dominoes. And our last three children were here, and they were acting crazy like they normally would. It was like old times over here yesterday. I mean, it was chaotic, but a controlled chaotic. Um, I mean, food was popping off, everything. We just had a ball, y'all. We really did. I couldn't set the camera up so y'all could see. I was Gary beat my husband in dominoes. Check this out. So I was Gary beat him in dominoes, right? And then he was like, you'll end up giving me what's in your hand and I'll win. I can't stand him. And so what happened? He needed 10 to go out. And so he said domino. And he still needed 10, but guess what was in my hand? 10. And so I had to give him my points and he won. Yeah. I won. I mean, I was ahead of him the whole game. I can't stand him. So we got some revenge games coming up. Dominoes is my game here. We play spades too, but me and him, once I learn how to play dominoes, I'd rather play bones than anything. Once you learn how to play dominoes, y'all, for those of you all who don't know how, when you learn how to play dominoes, it's like, I don't know. People be like, "Yeah, I want to play some spades or dominoes." Y'all have a dominoes. It's just to me, it's more fun. I mean, it's a mind game for real. Like, but he's so good. My husband is a dominologist. Yeah, that's the word I created. He's a dominologist. He is somebody who can look in your hand by watching his hand and tell you what you got. I can't stand him. And he'll be like, okay, well, you ain't gonna be able to use that, like he said to me yesterday. You're not gonna be able to use that because of this right here. And then he locked the dang on board up. I can't anyway, move forward. So, what's new on these streets, y'all? What is new before we get into some stuff? What's going on these streets? Y'all know I'm trying to stay out of the YouTube streets. Listen to that with the family. Yeah, yeah. Because you know what? Let me tell you something. When it's all said and done, it's so much drama that be going on the tube of the U. I just can't. I have to stay grounded, and plus I got books that's due. I got so much stuff that I'm doing, and now I'm not black. Real mamas. I don't have writer's block anymore. So when you don't have writer's block, you gotta write, girl, when you feel it. You got to get in there and get to going because it can come back so easy. So yeah, my writer's block is gone. I think what I needed though was the family time yesterday. Oh, you on vacation? Where you at, Melissa? Where you at? Yeah, and honey, congratulations being on vacation. Me and hubby supposed to go away Monday to the Siberius. I showed y'all that vacation spot. But I think I'm going to change it, y'all. I think I'm going to change it to another day because he got time, but I think I'm going to change it. But I'm going to talk to him on break and see because we can always move our reservation. It's no problem. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, it's too much. It's too much. I just can't. Like I said, what brought me on YouTube was Auntie Fee. Y'all remember Auntie Fee, the cussing cook? Oh, at your son's house. Okay. Awesome. Yes. My daughter, I'm so happy because my one daughter will be here next month from St. Louis, and she's cooking. I can't wait. I already put my order in. I want some crab. It's so good to have kids that can do stuff. I promise you. Yeah, I seen my baby boy yesterday. He lives right here in the city of Louisville. But y'all would think that boy lived like back in Tennessee again. He been back here for 2 years. But I seen my baby son yesterday. I didn't know who this grown man was. May she rest. I didn't know who this grown man was walking through my door. He's so tall and thick and big. I was like, oh my goodness. Hey, mama. I'm like, oh my, I had something that tall and big. Oh my goodness. And then him and my other son standing next to each other. Y'all, it gave me cause for pause. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm like, y'all some big men. If I was to see y'all in the alley, I would turn around and go back the other way. I promise. Yes, they do help you out. She y'all know my one deceased daughter, her birthday is this Sunday coming up. Yes, Father's Day, the 20th. She would have been 31. And so it's gonna be, I'm not claiming it, but I'm leaving myself enough room to feel what I feel on that day. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be Father's Day, but it's also gonna be her birthday. So it just is what it is. We're gonna play it by ear. We're gonna play it by ear. So any two, I'm like, wow. It was something else I was gonna say to y'all. It was about, hold on. Okay, so many things have been happening. I take my blessings in any dosage. Okay, I take my blessings in any dosage. So I drank a certain type of bottled water. Be quiet, 300. I take. He makes fun of me. I drank a certain type of bottled water, right? And so that's one thing my husband makes sure I have is a certain type of bottled water, right? Because I don't drink kitchen water. I don't think I'm better than nobody, but when you into herbs, you learn the nutritional value of everything. And I know not this water. We'll just say it like it. So anyway, I was down to my last 6 bottles. And so my husband was like, I'm gonna go get you some tomorrow, which was yesterday. So we pulled up at this store to get it, right? Now, actually, 6 bottles of water is $1. Okay. It's spring water. It's a certain type of spring water. So 6 bottles is $1. And so when he went in, he came out, he said, man, that man can't count. He said, something. I said, why? He said, look at this receipt. Y'all, my husband got 2 cases of 24 for $2. Now, do the math. If 6 bottles cost $1, and my husband got 2 cases of 24, which is 48 bottles, and he only paid a total of $2. But this other man walked up there with 6 bottles and he paid $1 something for 6 bottles. I said, I told y'all, I takes my blessings in any type of way it comes. I'm like, wow, so I can't wait to tell the people this because, yeah, he walks in and gets 48 bottles of the water I drink for $2. Yes. So I'm like, wow, it's been so many things popping up and happening. Yeah, real mama y'all. I'm like, what? So yeah. What's it? It was something else that happened. I was gonna tell y'all about. It's just been a whole lot of miracles and stuff, just like popping off, just like. And I was telling 300, I said, I told you God loved me. I'm his favorite daughter. I told you. It's just been like boom, 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 just back to back to back to back. And I'm one of these people, okay? Like, oh, that's what, okay. So, y'all, I'm not rich yet. Um, but one day I was sitting here, and that's why it hurt. Yes, thanks, Melissa. That's why it pays to know God's voice, okay? And this ain't no preaching thing, but I just gotta be real with y'all. Y'all know me over here, right? Here discount to the max, girl. So I was sitting here and I forgot what had happened, but I had just got a blessing, right? And then as I was sitting here, I heard God say, now I need you to bless these people. And so he told me what to say. So I went on to my Facebook, actually, all 3 of them, actually, but only 2 responded. No, all 3 did. Thank you. Correcting me. Okay. So I went on my Facebook pages, right? And I put out there, I want to bless somebody with lunch today. I want to bless somebody with lunch today. I want to bless. I said I want to bless somebody. What's your cash app? That's how I said it. I said the first 5 people who post their cash app, I'm gonna bless you. So I'm sitting over here and I'm waiting. I'm waiting, right? I'm like, really? Nobody wants to be blessed? I'm tripping, right? Because I'm like, nobody wants to be blessed. Wow. So the next thing I knew, somebody said me and put their cash out. So I guess they thought it was a scam. So once I got the cash out, I typed the money in there, sent it. And then right up under their name, I said, God bless you. And so the person responded and said, "Oh my God, this is real." Just like that. So now I go to my other page. I see two people there. So, I'm doing, so I did this for a total of, I think I did 15 minutes, and I actually end up blessing everybody who did it within like the first 10 minutes. And it ended up being like 20 people that I was able to send some money to. And people was like, "What do you need back? Are I'm like, I don't need anything back. This for real. God bless you. That's it." You know what I mean? So y'all, and it felt so good to do that. And I was like, wow. And the lesson was, people always say uh that nobody in the world shows love anymore. Nobody in the world cares about nobody. If God cared, why would he let this go on and all this and stuff like that? And so he was actually wait a minute, y'all, this is my baby boy. Okay. He was actually testing the heart of me and my obedience. And he was testing the people to see if you really gonna test him and be and receive. And the only other thing that I asked when I sent that was, just uh when you're able, help somebody else. That's it. Don't forget the labor of love to show somebody else. That's all I said. Because that's all he said. He said, make sure that you tell them that when they can, they show somebody some love. See, what I'm saying is, y'all, I know this sound corny as heck. Like, huh? What? Huh? But that's me. That's who I am. You know, um, I guess if I was a millionaire, it would be easy to help people. But can you help people when you yourself is in the need? Can you really see past what you want and need to help somebody else? Somebody you don't know. It's easy to help people you do know. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I was like, okay, I did it. Wasn't worried about it. I'm like, I was obedient. As long as I was obedient, I was fine with it. Next thing I knew, I started getting miracles back to back to back to back to back to back. Man, Baba Mimi, for real though, I started getting miracles back, and they haven't stopped. They have, and that's why I said a lot of times we be looking for big things to happen. Like, oh, I found $1 million. I mean, that would be great, and if it happens, okay. But don't despise small beginnings. Don't pass over the little things that seems little, but they really huge. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Essie girl, smooches. Oh, I'm glad you didn't. So let me see. And I wonder why God keeps blessing. And you wonder why God keeps blessing when you do things like that. God, blessings can't help but to come. Thanks, 300. Thanks, 300. Yeah, I've just never been a selfish person. Do y'all know what one of my goals I used to ask God for when I was little? I know y'all don't care about it, but let me tell you anyway. When I was younger, and I still meant this now, this is still my prayer. I said, Lord, I want to be the person who can buy people cars and houses. I pay for their medicine. I pay their electric bill. I pay their mortgage. I pay their rent, and just tell them it's from you. I don't want no credit. I want to say, God did this. God bless you. Jesus did this. God, I don't want any credit. That's what I used to ask when I was younger. That's what I used to ask in my 20s. That's what I used to ask in my 30s, my 40s, and now I'm 50. And I heard him say, start little and watch what I do. So that's my desire. My next desire I want to do is go up to the electric company and stand right there by the window. And when people come up to go pay their stuff and say, you paying your bill? I got it. And when they walk up and say, no, I got it for real. And they, whatever her bill is, I'm paying it. Okay, you paying your, I got it. Whatever it is, I got it. That's what I want to do. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. That's on my life. That's what I'm going to do. You know how I know it's on my life? Because financially, that's one area the enemy would whoop me so bad. It was crazy. It's like sometimes we didn't know where our next whatever was coming from. Okay. And we'd be like, why can we don't have no money? What's going on? You can budget and everything. You know what I'm saying? But it just, we would always get hit. And my pastor said, the thing that you are crucified in the most is what God has called you to do. So I already knew that I had the gift of healing. And I already knew about finances because my finance would get hit so bad, y'all. I can't get you to understand. Okay. So, but that's what and and my thing is that's why the company that I have, I need that to hurry up and get off the ground because there are elderly people out here that they need their medicine, they need groceries and stuff like that. And I mean, I know everybody do, but my heart has always been for old people. Always. And I'm gonna tell you why. My mother's mother, when I was 8 years old, she told me to feed my sister. My sister was in her walker. She was 1. And I said, okay. So she said, I'm going outside to hang these clothes. And I said, okay. So she went outside and I noticed it was taking her so long to come back in. I'm like, what's going on with Granny? So my little sister, I just started sitting there because she didn't want no more food. So she went to the back door and she kept hitting the back door with her walker. Like she was in the walker, she kept hitting. It got on my nerves and it annoyed me. And I'm like, girl, stop. And so I pulls her from the door. When I pulls her from the door, I'm looking out it because I could see out the door. My grandmother, y'all, was laying up under the clothes on the ground. So I runs out the door and I goes over to her and I'm like, Granny, 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 what's wrong? What's wrong? Like that. And my grandmother was having a conversation with me. I didn't realize at the time she was dying, but she was having a conversation with me. And she was telling me I'm strong. She was saying that I have to be there for my mother. What else she say? You gonna be something about her prayers, and I'm gonna exceed whatever I put my mind. Something she was just saying a lot of stuff, y'all, at that time. And so I said, no, Granny, no. So I ran 2 doors down to my godmother's house. And I was beating on her door. And she said, girl, what? I said, Granny. And she looked. She said, oh, my God. And she flew off the porch. Oh, yeah. So anyway, needless to say, the coroners beat the ambulance to my grandmother. And by the time the ambulance got there, she was dead. They said she had a heart attack, and everything. So I was always with her anyway, because for the most part, she raised me like if I was her child. Okay. And we used to travel and everything and stuff. Like I was always up under my grandmother. I think it's why I'm an old soul, because I was always with my grandmother. And so it just from that point on, it made me feel some type of kindred or connection to just want to protect elderly people, because I felt like had I known, and that's another reason why I wanted to be a medical doctor. Okay. So now y'all know what's making Libra butterfly. It's the reason for everything. So, that's why I went to medical school, because I felt like had I knew CPR, then I probably would have been able to save her life. Okay. And I know that's a lot. It's a big burden for a kid, because I was only 8, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I had just turned 8, actually. And I know it's a big burden for a kid to carry, but I always felt like had I knew what to do, she probably would still be here. And I know that's not true, but still. And it's just so that's my thing with elderly people. And I love them. I do. I love them so much. And I understand them. Now, some of the elderly take a lot to love. I ain't gonna lie. They take a lot. But nevertheless, my heart is with them. And so yeah, that's my passion. That is my passion. And so I want to be the one who just buy them groceries. Because believe it or not, they don't even get food stamps, y'all. They don't even get food stamps. And I think once you turn 60, you done paid your way. You should get automatically at least $100 worth of food stamps free and clear. It shouldn't be based on your income, how many people in your house, and all that stupid stuff. When you hit 60 years old, you should at least just because you're 60, you should get food stamps. That's just how I feel. Okay, that's my opinion. Let me see. How were you when you knew for sure what your gifts and calling was? Um, Okay, so as far as prophetic was concerned, I've been able to realize prophetically that that I could see the future and hear people and stuff like that ever since I was 3 years old. Um, I would see things and it would happen. I could hear things and I would tell people what I heard, and they was like, "How you heard that?" And you wasn't nowhere near. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I've been doing that since I was 3, accurately. Of course, it was more faster, on the point, and everything when I was younger because you're innocent. You know what I'm saying? You just came from heaven, so you're innocent at that time. The more corrupted you become, like when things happen to you, people teach you their values instead of because some, like I said, prejudice and racism is taught. It's not anything that you're born with. So when people begin to teach you their way of doing stuff, whether good or bad, it begins to alter who you are. It never destroys it, it just alters it. And sometimes it slows the process on what you're called here to do. Um Things will just come easy to me, just real easy. I didn't have to think about it. I didn't, it just came easy. And it let me know that it's a gift. And then the more I had, like I said, my grandmother, my granddaddy, my great aunties and stuff that were really, really into the church and into the word, they, were able to tell me, you know, basically, this is what you chose to do. Can't you tell? And blah, blah, blah. And it has been right every since, and then I learned different things as I went along. I know when my grandmother was alive, they gave her $12 a month in food stamps. Girl, what ain't that a shame? $12. That's bread and milk on a good day. The elderly gets treated the worst. Yes, the elderly do get treated the worst. That's crazy. And you know what's so funny? Because you always hear the government talk about, oh, we don't want them to be lazy. We don't want them, but them the ones that sit up there with millions of dollars that want more millions, that make policies for more millions, while everybody else suffers. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know, um, but that's why when people, like me, y'all, when we begin to do things to help people, that's why I don't knock it, because you don't know where people come from. Let me tell you, me and my husband, when we did used to get food stamps, and we used to get them. I ain't gonna be none of these people on time. I ain't never got food stamps. Yes, I did. The most food stamps I ever got was $7.31 a month. Yes, I said 731. $731. Okay. Once we took care of home, we would go to the store. We would buy steaks, chicken, hamburger, pork chops, roast, canned goods, cereal, milk. I mean, just the things that we would want to eat. We would buy those. We would separate them in different bags. Like we make a whole thing of groceries for different, like this would be one thing of groceries. This would be one thing of groceries. That's what we would do. And don't you know, we would actually take it and knock on people's door of the church and be like, hi, we just want to bless y'all. God bless you. And just give them groceries and run. Because a lot of time people would be like, no, 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 no. So we didn't want that. We would knock on the door and say, here, we just want to bless you. God bless you. Hug them and leave. God bless you. Hug them and leave. We would just, whoever came to our spirit, we would just do that. We would just do that. So, and it was good to have a husband who understood me, because I'm different. I'm very different, you know. But we both like helping, and he understood my ministry. He's like, whatever you want to do, let's roll with it. I got you. And so that's what we did. And even to this day, we don't have no money like that, but we you know, like I can be sitting here and if I feel in my spirit, you need to send this person this amount of money, and I'll be like, okay. I don't even tell the person I'm sending the money. I just do it. And they'll eventually look up and say, oh, you sent me something. Or you need to buy this and have it shipped. Or you need to, you know, I do. I am one of them people. Of course, I like to get to. Don't get me wrong. But I'm one of them people. I really do love to bless other people. I do. But I'm smart enough to be led by God. Because not just because I can, don't mean everybody is supposed to have it. I'm being honest with you. I'm teaching somebody something right now. It doesn't mean everybody is supposed to have it. And I don't care if they're your good Judies. Sometimes you be trying to help your good Judies, and God be like, it's not the one I told you to bless, and you wonder why you ain't got it back because I didn't tell you to bless them. I didn't tell you to bless him or her. You did that because you cool with them. For real. That's terrible when you give, yeah. They do it through, yeah. So, you know, and I had to learn the difference. Let me tell you something though. Let me tell you something. So the Bible says if you want to have a friend, you got to show yourself friendly. I'm paraphrasing, okay? So it's this girl I grew up with. We used to be really good friends. Like we used to fight together. Like you mess with her, I was coming. You mess with me, she was coming. That's just how it was. You saw one, you saw the other, and everything. So we bumped back into each other, um, about maybe 10 years ago, and ironically, I was walking to a church on a Monday at noonday service to go lay out and pray. I know that sounds weird to some of y'all, but hey, just roll with it. So she saw me walk back past her daddy's church, and she said, she called me by my name. I said, yeah. I said, shut up. So we hugged each other and all this and stuff. And she said, where are you coming from? I said, well, I walked up to that church up there because normally they lay out and pray at noonday on Mondays, and I've been doing that with them, and I like it. And she said, well, we got prayer in here. I said, for real? She said, yeah. I said, okay. So I came on in, sat with them, prayed with them. Then we left. You know, we got each other's number and stuff. So anyway, I realized that she had became a lot more selfish. Okay. And when you have a person that's giving and you have a person that's selfish, that don't work. It just, it doesn't work. Okay. So anyway, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna show her what a real friend is. Okay. So I remember one day calling her saying, what you doing? And she said, nothing. And she's so negative, y'all. I can't stand people who's all the time negative. She's negative. I don't know what she is now because I don't deal with her. When I'm through with you, I'm through with you. You know, I'll speak to you and keep it moving. But as far as all that extra, no. But she's so negative. Like you could say, oh, it's a pretty day today. Yeah, but the bees is out and it's hot. I don't know how. I mean, and it's just her. And I'm like, why? You know. So I said, well, I'm gonna show her what a friend is like. Okay. So I called her. I was like, what you doing? Nothing. Sitting over here looking at this man, you know, talking about her husband. I said, well, if it's okay, I want to take you to lunch. My treat. She got quiet. I said, hello? Yeah. I said, okay, do you want to go or not? Oh, yeah. I was like, okay, I'll be there shortly. And she just got quiet. I said, hello? Yeah. I said, do you really want to go? Yeah. I said, okay, we'll go wherever you want to go. So got there to pick her up. I said, where you want to go? I don't know. I said, do you like Chinese? Yeah. I said, okay. We'll go to a Chinese restaurant. So we'll go to a real good one. So I did. I took her to a very, very nice Chinese restaurant that was clean, cooked real food. You feel me? So we went there and I said, she can have whatever she wants. So she decided to eat off the buffet too. Because I ate off the buffet. So she decided to eat off the buffet too and everything. But it was so awkward, y'all. It was so awkward because I'm bubbly. Like I'm bubbly until you piss me off, but I'm bubbly. And she walked in frowning, snarking, snarling. The lady came to the table and said, "Do you want something to drink?" Like that. What? Do you want something to drink? What you think? I'm just gonna sit here with my cup? I was so embarrassed. I swear. I said, "Ma'am." I said, "Yes, ma'am." I said, "I'm sorry." I said, I have a tea and lemon. I said tea and lemonade mix and whatever she want. And I just got from the table and go and fix my plate again. I mean, because it was utterly ridiculous. But that let me know a lot of times you can't be nice to people. You need to be led by God who you really sow a seed into or who you try to befriend. And I just felt like she needed somebody who was just gonna wanna just, show her that I don't want nothing from you. Nothing. But it just okay, so the story was flipped. Let me tell y'all. So we was down, and y'all know I keeps it real. I ain't gonna front for nobody. We was down, and something happened with my husband's check. I wasn't working. We didn't get food stamps no more because he made too much money. We had one meal left. Y'all think I'm playing. We had one, and it wasn't even a meal, but I'm just good to know how to put a meal together. We had one thing left. Okay? One. She was getting, y'all ready? 600 and some dollars in food stamps. And it was just her husband, and her grandson. Her freezer was packed, her deep freezer was packed. And she knew that I said we have one meal left, and we didn't know after that one meal what we were gonna do. Okay. You know what she told me? She said, "Girl, oh, this freezer so full." She said, "Hold on." Then she got back on the phone with me and said, "I just called this girl down the street from me." She said, "Because I take her to church with me sometime." She said, "Girl, I just called her, asked her she want my stuff out of my freezer so I can go to the grocery store and replace that stuff." Now, your so-called buddy is sitting over here telling you, and I didn't tell her for that reason. I'm just talking to her. But nevertheless, you hear I have one meal left. You got a whole freezer full of food that you ain't even using, and you decide to put me on pause to call somebody down the street and give them all of your food in your freezer. See what I'm saying? Okay. I told my husband. Cause that kind of it floored me, y'all. It I was like, and that let me know. Let me see. I need to show my delivery because my husband and I have gotten giving away boxes based on. Okay, I feel you. I feel you, NC girl. I'm gonna give you. I send you something in your email. Um, but y'all, it floored me. But that proved to me. It proved to me something. People that say they for you can see you struggling, and the jealousy in them will keep them from helping you. Like I told y'all the other day, they not jealous because of you. They jealous that it's you, and that tripped me out. If somebody had told me she would have did that, I would have told them they was lying. Case in point. But let me tell you how God takes care of me. So the next day, like I said, y'all, we had to have that meal that day. The next day, my husband was like, "You know what? I never work for a restaurant and be a manager and my family go hungry and I don't get them nothing to eat." He said, "Man, you better come up here and get this food." So okay, we ate next 2 days. After that, they straightened out his paycheck. Boom. See what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. So I could tell y'all some stories. Y'all would be like, "What?" I'm telling you. I'm just, man, people don't, they're trip. They're trip. I see a lot of people. I guess that's why I'm not petty. I see a lot of females that be trying to make me jealous. I try. It's a tit for tat copper. So I ain't never been one of them chicks. Never been one of them chicks. You know, it don't bother me because I don't care. I don't care enough. Like for real, I know where my blessings come from, so I don't care. It's like you can't stop me from being blessed. You just can't. People have tried and it backfired. So it y'all, I'm I'm telling you, I'm telling him, see, a man that findeth a man that have friends must show himself friendly. Thank you, 300. Friend is closer than a brother. That's right. From what her daughter says, her baby girl, no, no. You silly 300. Now, and that's what's so funny because her baby girl went through some stuff. Her baby girl saw how she did me, and guess who her baby girl calls when she needs prayer, when she needs somebody to talk to, when she was thinking about, and I'm not telling her name so I can tell this much, when she went through her depression and was trying to cut herself and stuff, she didn't call her mama. She found me. So see, you gotta be careful how you treat people because the very person you put your mouth on or mistreat may be the one to save your child's life. See, if she knew to this day that her daughter, when she get into bands like that she reaches out to me instead of her, it'd be some problems. Just like her daughter, her baby daughter, I knew she was pregnant. It ain't none of my business to tell nobody. She called me in confidence. She asked me in confidence because she know I'm the mother of 9. So I don't have no judgment for her. None. I gave her a scripture to protect herself, and I had this serious conversation with her like an auntie should, but I didn't judge her. So yeah. So that's my point. Be careful. You never know. You never know. Some people don't recognize a blessing. That's true. That's why I ended a friendship over 30 years. I discovered she secretly hated me and got it. Yeah. Oh, unbothered Mimi, we gotta talk. Oh my gosh, today, baby, you are singing the Camel Soup song. Good. That's what happened to me. That's exactly what happened to me. Yes. Wow, that's sad. I'm sorry for the children. That's sad. Yeah, am I perfect? Heck no. But I keep it gangster. I tell everybody about my stuff. I don't take credit for nothing. Seriously. You cannot go through what I've been through in life and not know that it's something else at work. I ain't stupid. I know. I should have lost my mind a long time ago. And the fact that I'm not only in my right mind, but I've accomplished what I've accomplished. I'm sitting here with a doctorate degree and other degrees, and I'm sitting here able to carry on a conversation. I'm married. Come on now. You see what I'm saying? And I can tell everybody about it, and I'm not crack up my dang self. You gotta know it's a God. If you don't, something wrong with you. So that's why I come on here and I promise the man upstairs, whatever you delivered me from, I will not be ashamed to tell nobody. Why? People need to see believable heroes. People need to see true people. It's okay to read about Daniel in the lion's den. It's okay to read about Mary Magdalene. It's okay to read about, who, let's just pick somebody. Joseph and all. Yeah, that's okay. But you need to see somebody in everyday life that went through the pits of hell and still here to tell how they came out of it. Because there's no respect of person. If he done it for me, he most definitely can do it for you. Here, man, me, they don't know. They have no idea. Have no idea. And that same person, the girl I was telling you about, she asked me to come and speak at her church one night. I said, okay. Yeah, they had messed up my check. I didn't get paid. Check this out. I didn't get paid at all from my work check. Worked overtime and everything. Didn't have no money. Was on E, but I kept my commitment to come to that church and do what I was supposed to do. Not one time did she offer me anything. A jawbreaker, a bottle of water, a napkin, a paper towel, nothing. After it was over, everybody hugged me, thanked me for encouraging them. Everything asked me, could I come back? I mean, all of that. Okay. I goes to my car. It's raining. They walk me to my car. I gets in the car and I'm sitting there because I know I'm on E. Lord, how am I gonna get home? I'm on E. My phone rings. Hello? Hey, what you doing? Hey, how are you? I just got finished ministering over here at this church. Where? So I say where I'm at. Well, you know what? No wonder. I was just told to give you this money. Huh? Yeah, I'm right here 2 blocks over from you. You can come and get this money. And if you take me and get something to eat, I give you extra. You can't, man. Y'all won't hear the truth about me. I'm telling you, that's how God works with me. That's exactly how He works. That's why I don't panic. I mean, I ain't perfect, and at times it get real slim. I be like, okay, now God, for real, like this bill is doo doo, like it's doo doo doo, and they coming to cut it off tomorrow. And okay, case in point with that, my electric bill was due, and let's just say, okay, today is what? This was last year, but today was what? Okay, today's the 14th, 13th, 14th. Okay, anyway, let's just say today's 10th. So tomorrow is cutoff day. If I don't pay it today, tomorrow, I'm just saying for instance, because it was last year, but tomorrow's cutoff day. Okay. So no money to pay it. None. And my check usually hits today. You hear? My check usually hit today. Check didn't hit. So now I don't know, because really it's not supposed to pay out till Friday. Okay. But usually it comes early. So I was like, oh my God, the check didn't come. So they come in, and usually they come and turn you off at 7 a.m. in the morning. They don't give you a chance to get the money. They come and cut you at 7 a.m. in the morning, babes. So I'm sitting here like, oh my goodness. And my husband don't get paid till Friday. Peep this, peep the time. And I'm like, okay. What I'm not going to do is start calling around trying to buy no money. I'm not going to do that. Now, that's what I spoke out of my mouth. I'm not going to do that. I said, okay, God, this is one time. You keep talking about faith. I'm going to have to stand on my faith. I don't know what you going to do, but I'm going to have to stand on my faith. So that night, it still nothing came. Nothing in my bank account, nothing. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I was like, you know what? I'm tired of being stressed over this. It just is what it is. I'm going to sleep. If I'm going to trust you, I'm going to trust you. I went to sleep. Y'all, it was some of the best sleep I had had in my life. I woke up the next morning. Y'all think I'm playing. It was 7:42. I still had lights. I still had gas. I still had air. I had everything. More to the point, I checked my account. My check plus overtime was sitting right there. Who didn't pay it? I paid that thing and went on about my business. I was like, come on, God. That's how you come through at the last minute. That's how you come through I meant that. I was not, because sometimes, y'all, let me warn y'all about this. I heard this very clearly. Sometimes people be sitting waiting for your fall. And these are the people that be speaking to you and be all high and all this and stuff. They really secretly hoping that you fail. Like Mimi said, she had to end a 30-year friendship. They be secretly hating. Seriously. So when you call around or when you think, well, I just asked my friend for this money, you better make sure that's a friend and not a snake. Now that'll preach. I'm serious. And I'm gonna say this. 300 last summer, my air went out on my car. And I mean, it went kapoof. It went out. I was like, Dad. I was talking, I said, dang, my air just went out in my car. He said, your air went out in your car. I said, yeah. I said, oh, well, I'm going to have to call and see how much it is. I don't know. Nobody can get it fixed. And, and all this and stuff. 300. Here you go. Let me tell you how this is an unorthodox blessing, but I'm going to tell you how God will bless you to bless somebody else. Okay. He said, find out how much it is, and I'll send you the money. And I thought he was crazy. I was like, nah, you ain't. He said, Coco, find how much it is, and I'll send you the money. So I said, I got to pay you back. He said, I didn't ask you to pay me back. He said, but it don't make sense. As hot as it is, you're going to have them kids and you yourself. He said, I know your husband got it. He said, but you my friend. He said, and if I got it, I'm going to help you. Okay, so I'm like, okay. Don't y'all know this man, and I ain't telling your business 300, but I'm going to say, don't y'all know this man went and bought a lottery ticket. And when he bought the lottery ticket, he won $500. Y'all can't tell me it's cause he was blessing me. When you bless people of God, you'll get he won $500. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he went back either that day or the next day and won 300 more. I'm telling your business. I'm sorry. But this is good business. But yeah, I was shocked. Do you hear me? I said, you did who? He said, I just won again. Okay, so I thought he was playing, right? I'm like, he just saying it. People say a lot of stuff. How come that man sent me that money and told me, get your air fixed? And to this day, he ain't asked me for it back. I know it's what y'all was waiting on. He ain't asked me for it back at all. You won 1,000 that week. Okay, I knew you had went back and got some. I was like, shut up. See, my thing of it is, when I said I like to say this, as far as knowing me, he ain't never laid eyes on me outside of what y'all done laid eyes on me for. However, we talk so much, we've developed a friendship, a true friendship, like most of y'all have with each other on here. You know what I'm saying? And when people are nice to you, they don't have to be. So I never forget when people are nice to me. Ever. Ever. So he's earned the right to get on my nerves. And y'all, sidebar, he gets on my nerves. But anyway, I'm back. So he's earned it right. Even my husband was like, man, tell him I said thank you for real. Yeah. Yes, Baba Mimi, for real. Now, when that happened, I could have came on here and blew it up. That was whole last year. I ain't say nothing because it wasn't nobody's business. But I'm saying that because sometimes you think your friend is somebody that you've been knowing for years. And God be trying to say, no, that's a user. That's not your friend. You know. Let me see, because it was a gift and you don't ask for a gift back. I can't stand when couples break up and then they start asking for gifts back. True. It depends on if I'm Petty LaBelle today, because I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd be like, no, I'm just playing. For real. And what's so funny? I deal with dudes. I've always been good friends with men. Me and women, not so much. But me and men, always. I'm like at Buddy. I do sports. I do it. That's just me. So me and men, we get along so well. They not petty. They not catty. Not the ones I deal with. And my experience with women hasn't been so good. Like I said, even when I was younger, girls used to be like, she thinks she cute. And all this stuff. I didn't understand that. I never understood, I never understood that. Because you're supposed to have a high self-esteem about yourself. Where was the problem? And then as you get older, mean girls turn into mean women. Mean women. And we see that on the YouTube streets all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, I just, and that's why I told Real Mamas, I said, I think Baba Mimi was in there too when I said, y'all have really made me rethink females as being friends, and buddies and stuff like that. Because my experience with females are not good. And that's the truth. It's just not. And because I go in all jolly, hi, how are you? Oh, you look so pretty, and I can't even turn my head before they're like, she thinks she all right. I can't, like, huh? How you get that out of me saying hello? Okay, don't bother me. For real, for real. So, I'm just like, But when I see something in somebody, I backs the heck up. Because I don't do it cattiness. I'm not, ugh. It just makes me itch when I see females like that, especially grown females. When I hear that cattiness, I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Let me stay all the way over here, and I'll let you have it, boo. I'm gonna let you have it, girl. See, that's what I'm saying, and that's y'all have. I'm gonna be honest with you. You all that come over here, y'all have really restored my faith in females because, like I said, I just mm-mm. I don't have I ain't have no use for them. I really didn't. It's like if I gotta fight you just to be me, it ain't worth it. It's not worth it. And then if we got to be in competition with each other, because like I said, I don't see no competition. If you my sister, you my sister. Why we got to be in competition with each other? That's stupid. That's crazy. I ain't dying to be skinny, and you ain't dying to be plus size. So I mean, it's like I don't get it. Oh, no problem. I hope you feel better, real mamas. Yeah. So I just and then people feel like feel like this. I am a plus size Black, Creole, Indian, Irish, female. Did I miss French? Well, I guess I covered that in that Creole type of stuff. Okay, anyway. Female. I fears nothing, no one. I'm plus size. All 237 pounds of me. Yes, because I've lost weight. Get into it. Anyway, all 237 pounds of me love me. Love me. I heard T.S. Madison today say, honey, me and my fat stomach. I got a fat stomach, but I look good. Here, that's how I feel. I got a fat stomach, but I look good. I ain't honey, why try to play small when big got me? You feel what I'm saying? Big is hugging me all the way around. So why would I try to play small? I ain't got small girl dreams. Nothing I did has ever been small. Now, before I had a lot of kids, I was built like a brick doo-doo house, but that ain't my story now. But the way that I am built, I still carry it and I still walk on. I don't envy you. Nothing about you. Because you know what I noticed? A lot of women on YouTube, they pretty, but their attitude sucks. I wouldn't buy them a pop in a rainstorm. Their attitude sucks. It's like, oh, you stink. You stink because of your attitude. It ain't got nothing to do with whatever. It's your attitude that's funky, which makes you funky. And in the words of my grandmother, if your attitude is ugly, you ugly. So I'd rather be plus size with a positive attitude than to be small with a effed up attitude. And all the bad people, honey, that's all small and think they better than everybody and, ain't got nothing good to say about no other female. No other female. You still lonely. Now let's get into that. You still lonely. If you wouldn't, you would have. If you wasn't lonely, you would have something else to talk about. See, it's one thing to be alone. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's a whole nother animal to be lonely. And a lot of people don't know on here they show they're lonely by their conversation and their attributes and their behavior. They show they're lonely. I'm just saying. I'll put my $51 an hour schooling to business in a minute. I sure will. I can read you. I told you about that woman I met who was facially challenged, but it was her personality that made her really ugly. Yeah, and that's they don't realize that they don't realize that. Yeah, you might have the boobs and no stomach, and your booty you might be 36, 24, 36, and you might have the cat eyes, and honey, you got it going on. People look at you, you got it going on, but you are miserable. Your speech is miserable. Your attitude is miserable. Your disposition is miserable. Your conversation is miserable. Your life miserable. But you got it going on though. Have at it, boo. You win, girl. Honey, even the stars stop for you. You win. When you tell the sun don't rise, it don't do nothing. It stands still. I'm just saying. When I grow up, I don't want to be like you. I'm sorry. I take my little flab and my little plus size and going over yonder somewhere. Uh-huh. And that's not everybody. That's not real mamas. You know, it's not everybody. But the ones, honey, that I look at, I'm like, you are really missing the very, the very important thing in life that makes you 100. But as long as you think you good, okay. Okay. Because eventually, people going to see through the facade. The smoke going to clear. And people going to start seeing you for who you are. Once they really start seeing that you ain't about that life for real. And once they get tired of the same old okie. See, that's the thing. When you come up with themes and you start becoming a character, okay, like Nicki Minaj. Okay. I've never been a Nicki Minaj fan. Right. If you love it, I like it. Right. What you said. I've never been a Nicki Minaj fan because I saw through the hype. See, I was back in the era with MC Light, uh, Queen Latifah, Moni in the Middle. I was back there in that day. Kumo D and Grandmaster Flash and the real rappers. The ones that had something to say. I was back there with them. So the hype didn't phase me. I saw through that to begin with. It was a gimmick to get her on the scene and attention. Okay. And it worked. She played it out really, really well. Now, am I saying she's not talented? No, I'm not touching that because I think she is. She just was never my favorite. Okay. So when she came on, she had came on with these wigs and all this other stuff. And it was different because people had never saw that before. Okay, so people was like, yeah, they never saw that before. So instead of really listening to what she had to say, they bought into the gimmick. And that's how people is on YouTube. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Not everybody, but like I said, a hit dog a holler. Not everybody. But there's people on here that's a gimmick. That's all it is a gimmick. And when the gimmick gets old, Y'all gonna see. See, when you can come on and be who you are and stand in who you are and have fun as who you are and do whatever you do on YouTube is who you are. Like I said, Auntie Fee. Auntie Fee could cook her butt out, but she was a cusser. Baby, she would cuss until times got better, but that's who she was. And people loved her for that. And they tuned in to see what cuss word she was going to say with the fried chicken she was cooking. See what I'm saying? She could create some chicken along with some new cuss words when she was cussing out Tavis. So that was her. A lot of people come on her and become what you ask. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. But it ain't them, because when they cut their camera off, they're a whole nother person. Oh yeah. Rakim, yes. Yes. Heavy D, Chub Rock, yes. Yep, Lil Kim. And that's what, and I think that's what made me mad about your girl, because she didn't pay homage to Lil Kim. Lil Kim is what started it. And even though Lil Kim would dress a certain way, Biggie made her. But her gift, she still had a gift. She would just dress a certain way. She was Biggie's protege, you know. But see, even the real rappers, like the real female rappers, they feel like they don't get no shine because they ain't half naked. They're not half naked. So it's like the more naked you are, the more they'll play your records. Forget your talent. Just get naked. You see how that works? Now tell me, Missy Elliott, is she not talented or what? Now why come Missy don't get her records played like it? Did y'all know she came out with a new one earlier this year? Because she's not naked. What about my girl, Remy Ma? Lyricist out the wazoolie. Do you hear me? She's not naked. She's spitting that fire. Prove me wrong. Y'all don't subscribe to modern rappers either. Yes, Eric B and Rakim. Yes. Yeah, Missy looked good. She had Graves' disease. Yeah, she had Graves' disease, and she talks about it. They supposed to be doing something of her life, like giving her documentary and stuff like that. Yeah. Yes, honey. You know. Yeah. Bless Eve's heart. That's all we're gonna say about that. Bless her heart. Mm, bless her heart. But it's really hard for true people that have a talent to bust on the scene. One, we know it's a whole lot of things that has to do with the music industry right now. We do know that. We not dumb. We see it, But I'm talking about if you put any of them if you put anybody up against a real singer that sings without any show and without any extra music and sound and stuff, they'll lose every time. That's why, okay, like India Arie. Now, India Arie, it's two things about her that holds her back. And I'm going to tell you why. One, she's gifted. She plays music, she writes music, and the child can blow. Do you hear me? India Arie ain't no joke. Okay? She's a goat in herself. But I'm going to tell you what the other thing is. She's dark skinned. Now, if y'all don't think that plays a part in the industry, y'all sleep. Everything light skin gets promoted. Everything dark skin don't. What about Angie Stone? Y'all remember her? Angie Stone is gifted. Angie Stone can sing. But because she's dark skinned, they start saying other things about her. You don't hear from Angie. You don't hear from India like you used to. So Yep. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing it out. So I'll say this. When my little EP drop, I don't care. I'm not trying to be rich from singing. I'm like Sean Bradley, and that's why I love that he did that. Sean said he was trying to prove to himself if he can get that musical project out and get it on the platforms that he did. That's what I'm saying. One, it's a dedication to my daughter Jasmine because this is something she was working on. So that's my main thing. I want to make sure I complete what she started. Secondly, I'm trying to prove to myself that I can at least get it on one platform. It ain't even got to be all of them, but I do want it on one platform. Now, I had to do the same thing when I started writing my books. Nobody believed in me with my books. I had people telling me, girl, you don't need to write no book. For what? I've never listened to what people tell me I cannot do. If I make up my mind to do it, I'm going to do it. It may take me longer, but guess what? I'm going to do it. Yes, they beautiful. But for some reason, Mimi, for some reason, babes, these people still crucify dark skinned women. They still crucify dark skinned women. You know, even Chris Brown with his retarded self. Now I used to love Chris Brown, but when he came out against dark skinned women, I don't have nothing for you no more. Nothing. And you know what's so funny? The men in Africa, they love dark skinned women. The darker the barrier, they just love it. Oh, they eat them up. And plus size women, and these are men with money. Do you hear me? Not want to have money. These are princes and and owners of businesses and all. They be proud to sport their dark skinned woman around. They be proud to have they chunky women. Not over here. Not over here. Yes, she is. Both of them are. Okay. Right. NC girl. Yeah, Jasmine Sullivan is another underrated person, but she's getting more of a play now. One, she is talented. She is. So she's getting, but she's not as dark skinned as the other two that I mentioned. Yeah, he's he's in a sunken place, right? Oh my goodness. He is in a sunken place. I'm like, what is going on, bro? The bad loves dark skinned women too. Yeah, they do. We the only ones here in this supposedly place, America. The men, I ain't gonna say all men, but for the majority part, they feel like the light skin, the better. It's other countries and nationalities that love dark skinned women. So, honey, that's why I said you got to get up a little earlier because things that would normally hurt other people's feelings don't hurt my feelings. Because I was always the dark skinned one. And trust me, my family was hard on me. Not everybody, but for the most part, honey, I done heard every dark joke you can have. You can have every dark joke, and that's one thing my grandmother didn't have. Is you talking about skin color? And if you really wanted to get on that Indian woman's side and get that them different type of languages coming out of her at full speed, talk about skin color. Call somebody a monkey. Yeah, she ain't play it. And when it came to my household, when the kids was growing up, I didn't play that either. We ain't doing no skin things because I knew how that felt. I knew being the dark one in the household and you around all these light people that could pass for white, dang near, okay? And you still had to encourage yourself. You still had to hold yourself up like a queen and a prince. And you had to, you had to encourage yourself. That's why I said, I don't care nothing about all that. Yeah, I know, you're right. You're right. There's some women out there, and I heard that comment. Well, I'm not even gonna repeat it on this channel, but something, baby. I heard that comment. I was floored. I was floored. Do you hear me? I mean, I could go in on that so bad. I can go in on that so bad. I but it ain't my struggle, it ain't my fight. But that's my sister. That's how I look at it. That's my sister. Cause I'm dark skinned too. Yes, girl, that one right there. I couldn't believe that. I could not believe it. I was like, are you kidding me? You said who? Say huh? The mentality of it all. It's the mentality for me. I keep telling y'all, people show y'all who they are. And I know people like the mess. I know people like the mess because that's why that sector has a lot of hits and all this and stuff because people like mess. Okay, I get it, but when it goes to the bottom barrel like that, I couldn't support nothing like that, man. I couldn't. It hit funny when it gets like that because to me, it brings out every stereotype that the other nationality has always tried to say about us. And I can't rock with that. I cannot rock. I couldn't rock with her anyway. But I'm just saying that right there, if I was rocking with her, I couldn't rock with her no more. I feel you, real mom. And see, I think that's what make black women beautiful because we come in all shades. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no one shade to say you're black. We are mocha and caramel and close to vanilla and close to dark chocolate. I mean, we come in all shades, and I feel like we need to embrace it, not tear it apart. But some of us are so still stuck from what the master said to us that we can't even get it together for ourselves and come together. It's just I don't know. Even when it comes to her, even when it comes to her, we call each other nappy head. You got a nappy head. You know, my hair is long. My hair is this. My hair is that. What happens if it falls out? Then what? Are you saying that you're less beautiful because you don't have hair anymore? See what I'm saying? Like we don't think about stuff. We just it's all physical. And then we wonder why men talk up under our clothes like that. And we get mad when they be talking. But that's what you show them. You show them. Talk about, I got a brain up here while you're up here talking about how you want to screw me and stuff. What? Take your signs down. Cover your poo poo up and start talking like you got sense. Then maybe a brother will see that you got some sense. I grew up in a colorist household and I was tormented on this daily because the color of my skin and the texture of my heart. See, woo, you sure we not twins? Unbother me, man. You sure? I mean, cause your stuff sound like my stuff. This ain't the first time either. I swear. Let me see exactly. That's why I love black women. Y'all can be light brown, damn near white, or as dark as the night, and anything in between. Right. I love and embrace all hues of skin. That's right. Yeah, that is your saying 300. Lord have mercy. He been saying this since I started talking to him a year ago. Let me see. Allegedly, she's taking. I remember one of my great aunties telling me to take an umbrella outside because it was hot. I asked her why. She was like, "You don't want to get too dark, girl." Yeah, and I know you're right because I have aunties that say the same thing, honey. My even my aunties used to tell me, you gonna be darker. Okay, how much darker can I get? I mean, and that's not what she meant until I got older. Yep. Okay, honey. Even if you don't want to share it on the panel, girl, you can email me. I call you. We can talk. Trust me, I had to come through some things. It wasn't easy being me, but I came through it. Been called a black dog by your siblings. I have. Girl, let me see. I've been called monkey. I've been said, it was said that I was Dorcas Tar. I wasn't called the baby, but I was Dorcas Tar. Uh, I was midnight. Uh, they were glad that my eyes was bright because other than that they wouldn't see me in the nighttime. Oh girl, I can go on, honey. What's up, Jermaine G? Peace and love to you too, hun. Here, that's what I. You know what? Okay, so y'all know I'm naked and unashamed, right? So I tell y'all the truth. So I told y'all I almost died in 2019, and I have been fighting to get my health back or better than what it was, right? And it's still a struggle, y'all. It's still a struggle, okay? Some days it's better than others. Some days it's just like, you know, it's but I keep on because I'm a fighter. So I keeps on. And when you have fibromyalgia, that's one of the main things that's attacking me. When you have fibromyalgia, that's not fun. Okay, that's not fun at all. I would not wish that on any of my enemies at all. Um, and one of the things that is done with fibromyalgia, my blood, what happened with my blood, and all of that, it took my hair out. Okay, and my hair is growing back, but it's growing back in okay. Most of my hair grows back real quick, real long, but then I got like spots where it barely has even cracked the skull. Okay. And stuff. And so also it affects my teeth. I'm just being real with y'all. It affects my teeth. Okay. I didn't know all that happened, but when you mess with the blood, that's your nutrients, that's your life source, that's everything. Okay. Your blood affects every part of your body. Just in case y'all didn't know that, it does. Okay. So I told my husband, I said, I'm tired of wigs. I don't want no weaves. I want my hair shaved. And it just is going to be what it is. They don't want to look at me. Don't look at me. That's just how I feel about it. Because I have to be true to me, y'all. And, I don't knock nobody else. Now, there will still be times I do wear a wig. Now, don't get me wrong with what I'm saying. But for the most part, I'm tired. I'm just tired, you know. So I started cutting my hair last week. And you talking about freeing. Oh, my goodness. I feel so free. It's like, oh my goodness. And I cut most of it. Okay. So now my husband said he's gonna just cut it all the way down with the clippers and stuff for me. And that's how I'm rocking it. It is what it is. And I just feel like yes. You don't want to see how if you don't want to look at me, don't look at me. That's how it goes. That's just how it's gonna rock. So, it just is. I'd rather have my life and be bald headed than to have her and I have no quality of life. See how backwards we got that thing? We so fixed on outward beauty that the inside be like, okay, she's walking. Walk for me, girl. You too. Thank you. So yeah, I rather, it is what it is. It just is what it is. So I'm like, wow. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm responding to my son. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Right. Right. You right, NC girl. You know. Um, yeah, so I just wanted to give that disclaimer just in case, y'all see me come on here one day and y'all be like, woo, what happened to Libra Butterfly's hair? She got it. She bald head. 300, be quiet. Be quiet. You ought to stop. But yeah, so anyway, y'all, I just wanted to just come on and love on y'all for a minute. Just encourage y'all if I could. Tell y'all keep your head up, you know, um, and everything. And it was something I started I wanted you all to check out. What was it? Um I forgot now. Dang on it. It's a herb too. So I might do another one. I just might do a recording though. So if y'all see it, just like and share if you can. Real mamas, thank you for sharing me, baby. I just saw that. I appreciate that so much. I really do. And I just want to thank everybody for coming through. Tomorrow we will have content. But I just wanted to come in and holler at my peoples today. Like I said, I took a break from this daggone media / office, cleaning it up and moving it around and stuff. So I'm like, let me go and holler at them. Let me see. Since falsehood in your statement, let out. But man, and learned that my hair doesn't define me. Right. And that's why I got it, girl. I love me some India Arie. I promise you I do. And when she said that song, I'm a blast that when we get out for her. I am not my her. Absolutely. Absolutely. So it's just gonna be me because I am one that used to have a head full. It used to hang down my back. Now, it'll be gone until further notice. But the one thing about being a female that I love, we can add her, take it away, whatever we want. So, but I'm just tired. I'm just ready to be free all the way. So it is what it is. So, anywho, all right, y'all. Well, y'all try to stay out of the drama that's in these YouTube streets. I see a lot of stuff brewing. Oh, that's what it was. It was some prophecies that came true, and now I don't forget. So they have to wait till they come back to me. A whole lot of them done came true. Um, Especially one that had to do with the current administration. Yeah, it's some stuff that's being unfolded as we speak, you know. So, but anyway, y'all, I really, really appreciate you all coming over today. And if nobody told you you're intelligent, you are. I love that NC girl. Yes, tell him he's ours regardless. That's right. You here, dude. Oh, but if nobody told you you're intelligent, you are. And if nobody told you they love you, I do. So until next time, y'all stay clear of them streets. Smooches.